Hi, it's me again, Reiki, and you are currently listening to a person who is suffering from serious art block. So I'm doing my best to come up with something, and luckily, thanks to lately watching the Marvel series on the television about Daredevil and Iron Fist and Jessica Jones and all those. I was busy watching Daredevil and Elektra came up, and I thought to myself, well, there's a kick-ass girl, let me draw her. I didn't do a big pose or anything like that, but it came out not too bad. But because I've got artist block, I think it didn't come out quite as well as I would have wanted it to come out. But I'll leave that up for you to judge. And so let's show.
I will not start this video by saying okay. So I'm not saying okay, and I'm hoping not to say okay for the rest of the video. What I was tempted to say okay then. What I really like about coloring in pencils is that they blend really well together when you start off with the light colors first and then going over it with the darker colors. It really blends easily. Now I know there are some pencils that does not blend easily, like for instance the cheap variety. But what I like about the Colleen's is that it's the cheapest of the expensive ones. I think that's what I think. It's the cheapest of the expensive ones, and it's the ones that I'm currently using, and I think they blend really well together. And they are also very good at layering. It doesn't make fuzzy parts or stripy parts or stuff like that if you layer it together, which is something that is especially if you're doing skin, because it's supposed to be a smooth area, and it will help if you don't have all these smudges and sticky things in between and everything, and it gives it that nice smooth finish that you enjoy. I used the basic. I said I'm supposed not to say either. Okay, and is out. Anyway, yeah. Anyway, it's okay. Anyway, I use basic skin colors for Elektra's skin, from a light beige, a little bit darker brown, but I added just a teeny tiny little bit of pink in there, and then I also added a teeny tiny little bit of red at certain parts, just softly. You can hardly see it, but it does give the skin that glow that actually really looks like skin, and it doesn't look like bland, and it gives it a very nice 3D effect. Yeah, okay, there I said again. Ach nee man, I will not be able to finish this video without saying What I do like about the skin that I've done here for Elektra is that it came out nice and smoothly, but what I'm not very satisfied about is my whole composition. For instance, her skin is a little bit too thin, or her neck is a little bit too thin for my taste, but I did try, okay? Part of the things that when I drew this specific Elektra, when I started with her head bandana and the turtleneck red sticking out from the black leather, I sort of mixed the Elektra of the series with the Elektra of the movie. In Jennifer Gardner plays in the movie, and yeah, those two movies, that Daredevil movie with Ben Affleck and the Elektra movie with Jennifer Gardner in, didn't get a lot of good reviews, but I have to admit that I like it. Now, I'm not a movie critic, so it's not for me to say whether something is good or bad, but I enjoyed it tremendously. And yes, I enjoy I enjoy the series one also. But what I did here is I sort of mixed the outfits together. The first season of Daredevil, I think Elektra, or the second season, sorry, not the first one, the second season, I think that the her outfit is a little bit bland, but I don't like that boob tube red leathery thing that Jennifer Gardner is wearing either, so I thought I'd mix the two up. By the way, I added some music to my videos. I hope it's okay. How do you guys like the music in the background? Yeah, it makes the drawing come a little bit more to life, I think, but that's just me. Yeah, now I forgot what I wanted to say. I wanted to talk some more about the outfit, but I can't remember. But anyway, the bottom line is, so I did the wrist guard little strings, and I gave her a red belt and the red turtleneck, and the rest I made leathery. So yeah, I thought it's actually quite satisfying to watch this coming to life. As I was drawing this, as I started off with drawing Elektra, I originally thought, oh, this is horrible. The way she looks right now, I don't think she's got depth to her. I don't like her pose. It's a little bit stiff and not particularly good. And then I said to myself, no, I must carry on with it, because I'm pretty sure as I put in more shadows and make it more realistic, it will come to life and it will look better. I started off making her black vest with a black pencil, but it looked really crappy, so I decided to take the marker, the black marker instead, and to give it a really dark black leathery look. And that's why I used this, because the pencil just didn't do it for me. It didn't have anything in it. As I used the black marker, I tried to leave the parts where the light is shining, leave it white, and then just use the black pencil to go over it. And yeah, only a while after I did the pants part did I realize that her one butt cheek looks a bit droopy. Now my daughter slash editor slash monkey told me not to mention it because she didn't notice it, and maybe nobody else will notice it either. But that butt cheek is kind of in your face, and it really does look droopy. Okay, it's not in your face, but you can see that the butt cheek looks droopy, and I'm not satisfied with the butt cheek at all. I used my black coloring in pencil just to go over some parts to where the highlight should be, and I decided to try something different with the hair. First, making it a dark brown. I didn't concentrate much on giving it lines or strips or whatever like I normally do hair. I just colored it in with the dark brown pencil all over, nice and smooth, not concentrating on individual hair strands like I normally do, because I thought I was going to try something different. So after I used the brown, I used my black fine liner, and I just softly layered the fine liner over the brown, making the individual strands and making it stringy like its hair. You can't really see it very nicely on the video, but when you look close up to it, it shows the hair much more detailed than it does. So I used the black fine liner all over, and then afterwards I added some white gel pen, but I think the dark brown really shined through the black lines, giving it depth and making the hair actually look kind of realistic. And I loved the way the hair came out. I'm actually quite proud of the hair, especially if I look at the picture close up and I look at the hair. I'm quite proud of it. It was, for a moment there, I thought that the hair strands wasn't going to stand out against the black leather jacket very much, but the brown made it stand out, so I'm happy about that. This is maybe not the best music for the background, but it's free and it's not copyrighted, so I think maybe that made it better. As you can see here, see, I didn't say okay. As you can see here, I used my Steadler fine liners to go over the details of the entire picture, using the brown for the body and the red for the red. So I didn't go over the entire picture with the black liner, but I did use fine liner to give the picture, make it stand out a little bit more. I actually covered in some of the corners of the bandana with the red fine liner, because it actually made it look more in depth. And what I like about this picture most is the fact that the black and the red really complements each other, and I think that came out quite nice. After I did the strands here, I remembered, I must still do what do you call those knives she's wielding? Shy. How do you pronounce it? C-A-I. I think you spelled it, but I don't know how you really pronounce it. Shy knives, something like that. Anyway, what do I know? So I've put in that detail. I did use a little bit of silver in it, but for the most part I used grey, 2 different shades of grey. I didn't want the focus to be on it too much, but I do like the way it came out. You can see what she's holding in her hand, and that's all that matters. So I used my white gel pen in the hair, but I also used it to highlight certain places on her clothes and in her face. I really like using my white gel pen. It makes a picture look more realistic, to give it that little bit of extra highlights in certain places. And I also like the fact that this specific gel pen goes on nice and smoothly over coloring in pencils, which I'm using most of the time. I want to move away from coloring in pencils. I've done a couple of paintings before with acrylic paint. I've actually sold a couple of paintings before on bid or buy and to friends. But I don't want to be stuck just with coloring in pencils. I used the movie of Elektra to write a name there in the background, because I thought I liked the way they did it. Also with the weapon, the chai weapon or shy weapon, whatever you call the weapon, in the background, and I just use soft pencil lines to make it come and look straight. That's not a proper English sentence, is it? Just to make it look straight, okay? Yeah, close enough. So I did that, and it didn't come out too bad. I did go over certain parts of the weapons and in the writing with silver. Yeah, remember to move the page down into the view of the camera. But for now, I am sticking with coloring in pencils because that's what I have. I'm going to try some watercoloring, which I've never done before, but for now, yeah, I'm using coloring in pencils. Just a quick note before it ends. I never used to use coloring in pencils. I thought it was childish, but then something I saw, why not? Okay, let's try coloring in pencils. And then it didn't come out too bad. I also didn't know what to do with the background, so I just made some highlights and shadows in the one side of her with orange and black. And that was it. Wrote my name. There's Elektra. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more. Subscribe, please. I'm still new to YouTube and I need lots of subscribers. And I love you all. And goodbye for now.